And we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Farm Sim Show. Today, well, we don't have a guest again. Not that
we don't do guests anymore, do we?
See, I didn't know if we did or not, so I just stopped asking people because, like, you always said yes, but I figured if I didn't get anybody, then we maybe.
I could. I mean, yes. There's a no.
Right.
Good conversation.
It's a good conversation. It had nothing to do with today's show. Hey, I got a coffee cup with my face on it. It says still in testing. Forgot I had this.
Is that a picture of your girlfriend on there? Weird.
This joke was popular before that one. No, that's unfortunately my face. Let's move on.
That's unfortunately my face. Really? Is that what you're going with?
Actually, it's an outline of my face if you want to get real down with it. There you go.
That's awesome.
How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Yeah, today is not.
It's not Friday. It's not Friday at all.
I looked earlier. It said it was Thursday. I was like, are you sure?
You know what? I bet you if we just said it was Friday, people wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, it's Friday, baby. Yeah, it's Friday somewhere. China, maybe, I think. What time is it there?
I don't think that's how it works. That's not how time zones work.
Well, yeah, they change. The further you go, like, across the Atlantic Ocean,
you're probably right, actually.
The higher the number goes until the numbers get so high.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you know what? It might be. Is Australia? Is it Friday in Australia? It might be Friday in Australia right now. He might be right.
Yeah. Hang on. Where is it? 12 a.m. at right now? I don't know, but I found these results on search. It's actually 6 a.m. in Australia.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's 22 a.m. in Bangkok.
There you go.
It's 3:06 here. That doesn't make any sense. Welcome to the Farm Sim Show, where we don't know what time zones mean. Today, we are going to ask the most important question that has ever been asked in Farming Simulator.
Oh boy, I thought we already talked about this question, but we'll talk about it more today, I guess.
We talked about this question. We talked about it a lot. I hadn't quite realized that my feelings had changed because they did that without me.
Wait. You have feelings, first of all.
Look,
and number two, things have changed.
I don't bring my feelings out often. I did for this special occasion.
All right.
Taste metal. I love he's got the K-bot face. We're going to talk about our non-farming mods. Okay, Farming Simulator. We're going to talk about why maybe yes and why maybe no, or why maybe. Yep.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've got a vote up on YouTube right now. Go cast your vote. Also, we're going to talk about the balloons that Sassy got me for my birthday 2 weeks ago that are still up.
Speaking of a different time zone, they definitely don't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Let's see. What else we got going on today?
I mean, it's I think it's the week that everyone's kind of gotten back to normal. Maybe doesn't feel normal. No? Would you still feel like it's Christmas for you or what?
Definitely Christmas.
Okay. I was just checking. Are you checking to see if you're dreaming or how fat your wrists are from eating all the food you ate over Christmas?
Look, you didn't have to bring that up.
Because mine are definitely fatter. I'm not going to lie.
I pulled at the boniest part of my wrist and yeah, I still have a watch tan from summer,
I was gonna say that's a nice looking tan line you got there.
Appreciate it. It was a deep burn tan, and it's gonna get worse in about 2 months because it's gonna start all over.
That's not bad. That's a nice looking tan line you got.
If you're watching us and you don't want to watch us, where are places that they could watch us where they're not watching us right now? Maybe they're watching where we're gonna tell them.
I mean, if you really don't want to watch us at all, you can get us on podcast form. So you just have to listen to our sultry voices.
Oh, that's
possible. I mean, DJ, you should have an ASMR channel.
Today on the Farm Sim Show podcast.
Click the links down in the description. You can hear and not have to look at us for the podcast form, or just search up the Farm Sim Show on any of your podcasting devices. I think we're on almost all of them. So click on the linky link or go do a search and you'll find us. We're also, of course, on DJ Goham's YouTube channel this week. That's the main show channel. We're over on Twitch. We're over on Facebook on both of our channels. So pretty much anywhere you want to find us, we're on all of them. So yeah. Anything else? I didn't miss any, right? I got them all.
Yeah. My eyes been watering a lot recently.
Like infection watering or
no,
eye, maybe?
I think after I got that eye surgery like 2.5 years ago, it's starting to be like, all right, now let's get him. I don't know.
It's not pink eye, is it? I don't want to get infected.
No, I don't know what color it is. I don't have the lens on that I can zoom. It's a prime lens. You know what? Let's just move on. Let's roll the intro. I'm gonna let you push the button after that because I don't know how to do it. And then we're gonna talk about some stuff.
Why do you always make me do this stuff? I have no idea what I'm doing.
But you do it every time.
I know, that's the problem. And then it's like every week it's like it happened all over again. And it's like, what do I do this again? And I'm sitting here stalling literally as we're trying to figure out which button to hit.
Yeah, it's probably one of the buttons that are up there, and I'm just gonna talk until he hits it, and then I'm just gonna get cut off.
You
probably.
Off mid-sentence again.
Yep. Farm Sim Show, baby. The Sim Show. Thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast. They host premium game servers for Farming Simulator 22 that work on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Klutch and I have both been working with them for the past few years, and they have hosted our public and private game servers ever since. If you're looking for an easy way to play multiplayer with your friends, this is the best way to do it. G-Portal servers allow you to have full control over your game, what mods are installed, permissions, and the game can be available 24/7. For Farm Sim 22, they've got a few different server options for 4 players all the way up to 16, and you can get an extra 25 gigabyte of mod space. Choose between 9 different server locations around the world to host your game, and you're ready to go. If you're interested in grabbing a game server for you and your friends, use the link for Klutch or myself at the top of the description and get 10% off all G-Portal game servers right now. Again, thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast. Yep.
You were dancing the whole time.
I danced for part of it, at least. It's cold in here.
Do you dance to yourself in the mirror? Like when your ad spot's going on, do you dance to yourself in the mirror too? Is that a thing?
I don't even need a mirror. I'll just dance. Let's get right into it. So
as long as it's not you dancing, I'm good to go, man.
Yeah, we got 2 big topics, I guess, to talk about that are non-modder related. We're gonna start first with Giants are back in the office. Mods are a little bit slower, I think, than what people think. When is normality going to settle in?
What's normal nowadays?
Normal nowadays, I would say, is probably 20 mods a day.
Okay.
And a mix up of, I would say, maybe 5 to 10 new for all platforms, then maybe 5 to 10 updates for all platforms, somewhere in there, and then like 2 or 3 mods for PC, maybe 5.
What are we at right now in the testing list? How many are we up to? Gotta be pretty big, right?
Well, today it was 69, so yeah, it was pretty big. Can we get demonetized for that now?
I think we're still good there.
Okay,
we're past the first 15 seconds, so we can go a little bit hog wild.
I'll take that. But we're like pretty high up there right now. I think we had 87 yesterday, or maybe that was old Tuesday. It's been high. It's been pretty high. And the current average waiting time for newly submitted mods is 13 work days. 10 on Monday, then it was 12 Tuesday, 12 yesterday, 13 today. Tomorrow, 14, 12, 11, 10. I don't know.
I mean, at the launch of 22, I remember after the first Christmas, like 1 year ago today, basically.
30, 29.
It was a long time, right? So, yeah, we'll see.
It was a lot. There are a couple mods that we do know about. I heard from BC Bueller Farms earlier that Edgewater failed. And I think the rest of the mods that are with Edgewater, I don't know if they failed or not, but I do know that they're releasing together. So that's the information.
So you won't see those mods until you see the map mod, basically, is what it comes down to, or vice versa.
Yeah. And I think at this point, so newly submitted mods just means here's a mod, it's brand new, I just submitted it. It seems like if a mod fails and it just needs to go back, it seems like it takes less time for some reason. Maybe that's just me. Maybe there's a different queue. I don't know.
So you've had your chance to play it. You've done a whole series almost on Edgewater already to some degree.
Ohio.
Is it Ohio you're working on? I thought you were doing Edgewater.
Yep. I did one video on Edgewater.
Did you just do one? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you spent like you've got everything recorded already. I thought you've been messing with it a bit more.
No, that was Ohio last week when I was recording like 2 or 3 episodes a day.
See, I thought you were into Edgewater already. Never mind then.
No,
I mean, you've got a feeling for the map, and we've all seen videos now of it.
It's so cool. It's such an awesome map, the way that they've done it up. I can't wait for it to be here. I can't wait. And the canola swathing. All right. So I'm going to have to talk this way this time. Oh, there's Marcel. It does. New mods and resubmitted mods have different cues.
Bam!
All right, look.
You know what, Marcel, you got to just quit giving him all these props, man. His head's just getting so big.
People think I know stuff. It's not. It's Marcel. He knows stuff. Actually, he knows the answer. Because he's the one that makes the decision.
He does.
I was gonna say something. Yep.
You had a big thing. I mean,
yep.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Sunroad Edgewater.
It's a great map. Oh, canola. Oh yeah. Look, if you swath the canola with like the mower, the BC.
When you say it sounds really dirty when you say swath the canola that way. Just so you know.
So I'll get closer. Swath the canola. Then what you want to do after that is go over it with the harvester and the pickup header, but keep straw swath turned on, not off.
Okay.
On. It's gonna poop out more straw than it got up, and then you turn around and you get it again. Yum 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 yum, and it's gonna drop even more straw. And then you come to the other side, yum, 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 yum. And it's going to drop even more straw. And yum, 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 yum. It's just going to keep going. And it's so awesome that it does that. And it's like, you can fill up an entire harvester just by swathing up like 1 liter of canola. It just keeps,
regenerating itself.
Yeah, 20% yield bonus if you swath the crops. Yeah, it's awesome. But if you swath it again, also South is in here. What's up? He's cheating. Don't listen to him. All right, look. So South may have been the creator of the map. Ooh, but I'm so kidding. I'm messing with you, but I mean, you could do it. It is doable. Doable.
I mean, I suppose. Once again, it's straw. What are you gonna do with that much straw? Sure, you can sell it for $10.
No, it's canola straw.
Oh,
it's
I guess
canola
straw is worth different, isn't it?
Yeah, and it just I don't know how it happens, but it was so awesome, and I'm so glad I found it, and I'm definitely gonna do that. And if you do it with the extended straw crops mod from Yoast,
yeah,
it's so much worse. It is. I'll have to do those 2 mods. They're not compatible. So if you're playing on Edgewater, do not use the extended straw crops mod by Yoast Modding. His mod overrides the mod from.
Oh, does it? Okay.
That they're doing because they have included custom straw swath and everything. So kind of like that mod is in there with some extra goodies. But if you keep both of them in and you harvest over canola and you swath it, and you do the header pickup the first time, it looks like the combine harvester has eaten like some. You could fit a lot of straw comes out.
I find it funny that I'm the one that always gets accused of breaking things, and yeah, not even close.
My balloons are still up.
I can't believe you still have them up.
I told Sassy a couple days ago. Actually, I told her like a week and a half ago. I was like, "Yeah, anywhere." Said the balloons are still up; they're working. So I just take the balloons with me to every room that I go to, and I have birthday. I mean, who doesn't want balloons? They're awesome.
I'm just picturing you like in your kitchen having some cereal first thing in the morning with your balloons up at the front table by yourself, hanging out.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's 4 days in a row this week alone. Plus the 5 days last week I had breakfast at the house. That's 9 days I've eaten breakfast with balloons. Get at me.
I guess you bought somebody a coffee, it looks like.
Pay back for Starbucks. Those were expensive coffees. Anyway, so Giants are back. They're working on stuff slowly, getting everything back to normal. The thing is, as well as, they kind of had to pick up back where they left off. And just like me, where it took me, was it 4.5 hours to make Farm Sim News the first day I was back? Normally it takes 2.5 to 3. Yeah.
They've got there hasn't been anybody in the office for a couple of weeks. It's going to take a bit of time, I'm sure, to get fully back to normal. But I think by the end of this week, we'll be 100% there.
Yeah. That being said, we had some pretty good stuff this week. We're going to talk about that later in the show.
I'm still waiting. I was kind of expecting we have an update a little bit on what the first DLC would be.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. So I finished the news video this morning at like 7:30.
Yeah.
But Giants always release their stuff at 8. And I was like, all right, this is the first full Thursday back. Maybe tomorrow, possibly we could start fact sheets, or maybe next week we could start fact sheets, or maybe today they'll tease us and then Tuesday give us. They didn't do any of that.
No, I was expecting something at least this week, to be honest. I mean, it could happen tomorrow potentially, but it doesn't usually happen on Fridays.
No, they don't release anything on Fridays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. That's kind of the shtick.
Yeah, so I was expecting to see something on DLC. Still no official news on DLCs anywhere yet, guys. So for year 2 season pass holders, you have to hold your breath for a little bit longer, I guess, and we'll find out more hopefully in the next week or so. Fingers crossed. I don't know. What was hang on a sec. Do we have a date anywhere on when was the Antonio Carrera pack released?
Ooh,
was it April or is it March?
Good question. Well, it was the first DLC. So Antonio Carrero, DJ Goham, not Clutch Simulations.
This is what I have to put up with sometimes, I tell you.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't do the Farm Sim show with us the Friday before it released. So I did it with Driver 53, and we had a great time without you. I mean, we didn't have a great time without you.
Thanks.
So,
you're awesome, man. March 22nd-ish, Driver says.
He would be right on it. So Friday the 18th of March last year. So March. We're in January right now.
Yeah, we're a ways then, potentially. But to be fair, the game had just launched in November of last year, so there was you still had that freshness.
Yeah,
it still had new game smell. So I don't think I would say I would like to see a DLC for February personally.
By February, and I like this. Taz has got it, man. DJ needs to go kidnap Kermit and make him talk. I know where he is.
He's in Chicago now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's on move up now.
I feel like I could Google Giant Software Chicago, Illinois, USA, and find. I'm not saying I would, but
So I need to talk to him again. Is there 2 of them now? Or is it just one of them? Is he the only one in that office, or is there 2 people now?
2 people, 3 people now? I don't know.
Is it 3? Okay. So you have to time it right. You can just go in and just take the first person you saw now. Is what the problem is.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of John Wick last week.
John Wick take a lot of hostages. I don't think he takes hostages so much.
That he did not. He did not.
I don't know where we're going with this, but let's keep on going that way, I guess.
It's a great trilogy. That's what it was. Let's move on to today's hot topic.
Oh boy.
Here we go. And
I saw you write the title down, and we talked about this. I was like, well,
I did. Normally I just write down the title when I'm doing the doc and don't worry about it. I called him today. I was like, do you think this is okay? He's like, oh yeah. I'm gonna hit you with it.
Say it again.
Are non-farming mods okay in Farm Sim on the Mod Hub?
I think you've got a poll running on your channel, right?
I do.
What does the percentage say right now, just out of the community? I'm curious.
So 480 votes. We've got 59% yes, 13% no.
59. I'm disappointed in that number. You're off by 10.
And 28%. I guess it depends on what it is. So, is Dave in here? Hey, Dave got my message. What up, dude? So I'm A year ago, we talked about this. A year
Oh,
ago,
boy.
I would have told you no.
Okay, yeah, you've definitely changed your opinion on a lot of things
Yeah.
farm sim related in the last year or so. I mean, if we're gonna start off from square one, it was
actually-
production
this guy's
chains would have been.
This guy's fault that we're talking about this today.
We need all the mods. No kidding.
Dom, you're crazy.
I mean, you would have been a hard no against anything production chains related. Or global companies back then. But I have to give you credit because there is one part of that you've stayed somewhat true on.
Flower.
What was
No,
that?
I changed it's the flour. I changed it up. I'm doing focusing on oils now.
Ooh,
Actually,
is it lube or oils?
Shut up. I'll give you a secret to the title of Ohio episode number 11 on Saturday. I'm an oil farmer now. It's not clickbait, it's just a bad title. Let's see how it does. Anyway, yeah, I'm moving on.
You should have called it lube. You would have got way more clicks.
Moving on.
I mean, I'm wrong.
So,
before you go anywhere, I give you credit though. Your logic is somewhat sound. I never thought of it until like I think you were talking about it 2 weeks ago. You know, it's like you don't want to have a mod that you need a mod to run to download another mod, basically. Yeah. So if it's just one mod, you install it, whatever, it's fine. Which global companies now in effect does in Farm Sim. In 19, you had to have the global company's mod and then install a second mod to run that anyways. And I get what you're saying. It makes sense. But still, I think it's a little bit.
But before we jump into this, there's one thing that I want to remind you of.
Oh boy.
I don't agree with this statement. But that doesn't mean that it's wrong. The great thing about Farming Simulator is everybody that likes Farming Simulator can play exactly how they want.
They can. And I mean, I will agree to a point when some maps try to put too much into a map and it feels just like they just slapped everything in there they possibly could. It's like, oh, Farm Sim has all these features now. Let's put absolutely everything into this area. And that doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah. So,
but it does allow people to put stuff in that they want to put in, which is fine.
But I think it's important to note that saying that such and such doesn't belong in the game doesn't mean that somebody else may not want it. So for the yeses, I think it's awesome having non-farming mods. One of the guys from Team Trelleborg from the FSL was in here at the beginning of the stream, JK, and he said that he didn't want to see somebody jumping a dirt bike over an entire map. I was like, I would love to do that. That sounds awesome.
Wait a minute, I do that on my stream. Isn't that what you said?
So having, like I mentioned this at the beginning of before we started doing anything, we kind of have all the stuff for farming that we need in the game. Like,
there's not a lot of things that are missing, that's for sure.
There are some things that are missing, and there's individual
not a lot
pieces
though. I mean,
if you want to cultivate, you go cultivate. If you want to plow, we got plows. If you want a tractor, we got a bunch of tractors actually.
Even the DLCs have started to move into areas that are very specialized and not necessarily right.
Yeah,
like, I mean, you look at the Antonio Carrera pack, the very first DLC. You are into a very specialized small segment of the farming community. That was the first freaking DLC that came out for Farm Sim, and then of course the Platinum DLC, which is the logging, of course, Volvo with logging. I don't think logging is definitely not for everybody. I get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of vicious comments on my videos recently.
Oh, really?
It's been happening a while, but now it's focusing on logging instead of me, which is nice. But a lot of people say
my alternative user accounts, obviously good.
Yeah. People are saying logging's not farming. This is Farming Simulator, not logging simulator. But logging's been in the game for logging's been in the game for 4 years. It's kind of nice because you can have Farming Simulator and use it to be a logger. You can have Farming Simulator and be a rock crawler.
A lot of farmers are also loggers. Let's be perfectly honest.
There's guys that make a living out of it. FDR logging. That's his thing. The nose. I get it. This isn't farming. I bought Farming Simulator. I want tractors. I want equipment. I want really cool harvesters. I want new maps. I want things that I can get in the field and get my work done.
I
get it.
don't understand the no's. In my personal humble opinion, you're allowed to have your opinion. That's okay if you voted no. I don't agree with you, but that's up to you. So we'll talk more about it though.
Yeah, but the no's, again, I get it because I was that guy, 6 months ago? I don't know what happened. And now I'm just like, all the things. I blame logging. It opened my mind. And then I guess it depends on what it is. Can't argue with that. Not one bit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's open season. As long as it's a quality mod of sorts.
Yep.
Put it in there.
This is cool because Farming Simulator really, really has turned into that sandbox. It says in the end, most games are a huge sandbox. Glacier GTA or Arma the Roleplay communities are huge. So is FarmSim. Creative freedom is only beneficial, and you do not have to download a fire brick and use it. What's a fire brick?
100%.
What's a fire brick?
Either fire truck or Firebird, one or the other.
Okay, well, I feel like I know what he's saying then. I think that no matter what, I think the main focus of everybody should definitely be on the way that they enjoy playing. And I also understand that because there's a way that you enjoy playing, like me, there's a way that I enjoy playing. Those are the mods you want to see. That's what you want to see on Mod Hub.
And let's just be honest here. First and foremost, we're talking about mods right now. We are talking about the modding community. This is user-created pieces of equipment and features that are being added to the game that is not done by giants. These are what people that are enjoying the community are getting to add into this. Now, if we're going to talk about giants themselves and autocorrect, there we go. And you want to talk about the direction where Farming Simulator is going with the actual game itself or the series of simulation. Not a game, it's a simulation. If you want to talk about that, then that's a whole other discussion. I've been critical. Like I said, I personally felt that the not the global companies, but the production chains was not the direction I would have liked to have seen FarmSim go in. That being said, I think the features are nice. A lot of people, like somebody, use them all the time.
It was my favorite thing that was added to FarmSim 22.
There's nothing wrong with that. I personally would have liked to have seen, like I said, I was more for, if I was going to go for a feature, I was like, you know what, like destructible terrain of some sort, maybe some weather effects. I don't know, something along those lines would have been probably higher up on the list for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the features go, that's maybe I'm going to say that that's not the direction I want FarmSim to go in. But when you're talking about mods, like this is literally the community that's making this stuff. This is what people are passionate about, and I don't know how you complain about that.
That's another thing as well. I think there may be a misconception with I would say with new players, because I was like this as well. There was a time we were both new players to the game and had no idea what we were doing. I didn't even know what mods were for the first year that FarmSim 17 was out. I was trying to do. I think I've mentioned this. I did like a dupe glitch with a tractor so I could get more money. And there was a green money box just in the mod hub waiting. And I was sitting there doing all these, like trying to sell at a certain time to dupe a tractor so I could sell one. It was such a stupid thing to do. You don't have to do those things.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I was definitely saying something. Man, today's been one. I didn't drink enough caffeine before we start doing this. I'm definitely gonna have to be jumping on some Farmer Cop's coffee in a couple of weeks whenever that stuff gets delivered.
I'm gonna order some still.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the really cool thing about Farming Simulator is it allows you to do things the way you want to. And I understand when people say they don't like one thing versus another thing because that's how they enjoy it. And the community is so tight that I think sometimes we forget that though the community is tight knit, there's a lot of different people that play this game and play it very differently.
Fair enough.
So, and Giants don't ask modders like, "Hey, you should make this mod." Other than Marcel, he's a bully about it, but that's different.
Mr. Marcel's a bully. I didn't know this. Mr. Marcel, you need to
only the 82 studio. It's fine. It's okay. But Giants don't ask modders like, "Hey, we don't have enough tractors. We need more small tractors."
Yeah.
Modders make small tractors. They don't do that. Whatever goes to them and passes, good.
And generally speaking, these are like passion projects, right? These are what these guys want to see into the game. It's not. They do make like if you're a popular modder in the mod hub, yeah, you do make a little bit of financial compensation from that typically.
But we're talking about maybe enough to take your family out to dinner once a month.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about here. You know,
it's not a huge amount of money for. It's not that. Yeah, that's not the reason to do it. Let's put it that way.
That's another reason why you see a lot of modders saying, hey, you could support me and the work that I'm doing through my Patreon or my PayPal, because modders are probably making more money on donations than they're actually making off the mod hub.
That's a whole other debate we should talk about.
Yeah. But you know,
I think that's going to lead us into another whole debate. We should probably go through some of these top stories before we get into that, though.
Yeah, well, we'll save that for another day. But I think the thing to recognize is, are non-farming mods okay in Farming Simulator? For you, they may not be. For someone else, they're essential. So,
I would say yes, 100%.
Yes, 100%. But that doesn't make your opinion wrong if you say no.
You can have an opinion on it.
And we love you. And if you're here with me and Klutch, you know what you got into.
It might have been a mistake, but you're here now and you can't leave.
Tracks are good. What is donation?
You know what? That's an interesting debate. If you want to bring his donation up quickly, that's an interesting spot. Where was it?
What's that?
The donation he said about having tracks as a placeable. Well, that'd be an interesting. Like, I'm surprised no one's thought of that before. Like, just being able to slap down some railroad tracks as a placeable object, almost.
Oh, we're actually going to talk a little bit about railroad stuff near the end of the podcast because I have something that I'm like, why? How's this not a thing? This should have been a thing.
Oh, I see. Never mind. I missed that. I didn't read that.
And it ain't about the hudding.
You put down a lot of notes here.
No, I may have copied some stuff from Farm Sim News.
For a guy that hasn't even been I haven't had this computer on much this week, like at all, because I haven't been home. There's a lot of stuff here.
There's a lot of yeah. He kept saying, he's like, yeah, there's not really anything going on. I was like, I got 5 pages of notes, dude.
I haven't been home. I haven't even been here.
I had mentioned earlier that Dom is the reason for the topic today. So let's get into it. He's not only the number one modder on our topics, he's also the number one mod of the week as well. The Lizard NXT, the next ad, baby.
Oh, man. It is kind of funny. Like we're talking about our non-farming related mods in there. And I mean,
and here's the farming mod.
Well, it is, but it's. What were we talking about? The NXT? Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about something else. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. The one that has got a 1 beside it.
Yeah, I missed it. I thought you were talking about a certain Lizard XJ.
No, that's he also made that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
We need a G Portal mod. Makes all billboards and posters in game G Portal advertisements. Ohio's got some custom billboards on there. I don't know how they did it, but like I think that's actually doable. Also, big shouty outy to Dave from G Portal. Where I said shouty outy on accident. That was involuntary. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Timeout, Dave. Don't do it. So Dominic has teased the Lizard NXT, which is basically the next ad. This may be one of the most requested mods that we had in the community in a long time, and one of the coolest. Like if you look at the YouTube videos that the next ad's part of, there's so many views on all of those videos. He took this job head on. There would be different attachments like harvesting, planting, just like in real life, and you'd be able to drive the machine long ways or sideways, making it perfect for, well, anywhere, anything, anyhow. I'm ready. Lizard NXT. Let's go.
I think it's cool. Let's do it. Now, like I said, since we're still on this topic, what was the mod he released this week?
The XJ. We're gonna talk about it later. Don't go out of order.
Oh, fine. You're fine. But I just find it funny. It's just, I like the truck, man. It looks awesome. It looks so good.
Got tracks on it too.
I know. I mean, he's come up with some pretty unique stuff, right? Like what was his first mod? Hang on a sec. The multi-side pack. You go from signs to like the John Deere tractor to the pulling pack. Like Dude, good job.
The signs were insane because he made one, and when you placed it down, even heavy lift couldn't pick it up. It was literally an immovable object. Nothing could move
I didn't
it.
know this. Really?
It weighed what, Dom? How much did it weigh? There was like what, a couple extra zeros accidentally added to it or something. Like it was like the heaviest thing in the entire universe.
I like
it was awesome.
The little shody-ody and the sign there. Nice work.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Anyways, it makes me laugh. He's got, there you go. Go support him. He's got some good stuff out there already.
He's also got he's got the hay wagon with seats. He's got I think I would argue the most popular tractor on Mod Hub, the tractor pulling pack, and now the XJ.
His stuff's all like a 4.5 and above rated. You guys are all liking his stuff. A couple thousand votes. That John Deere 4755's got almost 1,800 votes. That's awesome.
He's making bangers, dude.
Yeah, good stuff. Did he make anything for 17? Is he fresh off for 19 or for 22? Did he make anything for 19?
I don't think so. I think he's fresh out. And you're killing it, bro. Keep rocking and rolling. Also, I appreciate him. Let me use some of the videos from his short that he did the other day, or videos. I was gonna do the videos. I did screenshots instead, but appreciate you, dude. He's awesome. Let's move on.
All right.
We got a lot to talk about. We've been doing this show for 40 minutes already. If you're listening at home,
40 minutes.
I forgot we were going to do minute by minute counters. I didn't.
Are we doing
remember.
that?
Yeah.
41.
I really don't think that's a beneficial thing. We should probably stop doing that now.
No.
Tactical Farmer. You want to talk about Tactical Farmer?
I do want to talk about Tactical Farmer.
He's been working on this for a bit.
His John Deere 1023E 1025R. He's got new screenshots. If you want to pull those up on that link. So he's currently working on getting everything from this packing game. We talked about it a lot last year, and now it's back, baby. He's got the box blade in the game. He's been testing it. It's almost fully functional. He's got a few more things to go from there. As for the rest of the project, so the tractor, the front loader, the backhoe, all of these extra stuff and attachments, most all of that is completely finished. And he's going to be finishing up with supports for the loader bucket and a plow. That's it. He streams the progress regularly on his YouTube channel, and you guys definitely should go check out The Tactical Farmer. And I was always telling DJ and Klutch sent you.
Rank up his video, his live streams. He's always doing live streams on this stuff too.
Yep.
He's got some cool stuff going on. Hang on, let's see if I can see how he's working on this stuff. He does. It's like a little. I think he's gotten the bug from 82 Studio, right? The live modding. It's a great idea. Anyways, if you guys want to take part, jump into his live streams. The Tactical Farmer. I'm trying to see if he shows off like the actual picture of it. There it is. Kind of see it a little bit there. Anyways, he's doing some pretty cool stuff. Go check him out. He's live several times a week, I think now, right?
Yeah. He did a couple days in a row there for a while.
Yeah,
but he's streaming like either kind of early or really late, depending on where you are in the world. He's a good guy as well. He's a good friend of the channel. He's a good friend of a lot of the channels that we hang out with. So I'm really, really stoked for him.
Yeah, he's been working on this little backhoe, this little John Deere for quite a little while now. It's been probably 3 or 4 months now. It's looking pretty good.
It's cool. Next is something else with a front loader on it, but this is kind of interesting. It may not seem like much at first, but this is massive. So Mac Trucker 921 has put together a Case IH front loader for his Case Magnum. Now, you may be familiar with this Case Magnum if you use Mac Trucker's maps. So if you're using East Vineland, New Jersey, or the new one he just came out with, there is a Case Magnum on these maps. And it's got like 800 horsepower or something like that. It goes faster, I think, as well. It's got a ton of just
Sorry, what was that?
I
don't think that's an attribute for something. Just
it's got a bit of oomph, if you will. It is very, very cool. So it seems like he's pulled that mod out of either his maps or pulled that out of the Ultimate Baling Pack, which it was also included with, and it's just going to be the tractor and the front loader. So you can use that tractor anywhere, anytime, on anything. Also, because the front loader is so...
right here, hang on a second. I think I have it, right? Is this the one?
Yeah. Because the front loader is on a tractor that is so capable, You can use it for front loader, wheel loader, telehandler, or skid steer attachments as well. All you got to do is change the customization option in the store for it. It is it might, I don't know if it's going to overtake the John Deere 4755 from Dom, but this is definitely not one to sleep on once it releases. Check it out if you like using unrealistic mods.
It looks pretty nice. I don't know. You don't see. I think I feel like case mods. We still need to see more case mods. I feel like that's still a spot we're missing a few things on. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, red farms are lacking.
I think we're lacking a little bit, but that's just me.
Yeah, realism's key. Some OTD. Good to see you, man. Another really cool one is EY Modding.
Moddings.
Yeah, so he's got his John Deere Model A in testing right now. Seems to be going well. EY Modding normally gets his stuff done fairly decently quick. So hopefully we'll see that John Deere Model A maybe tomorrow, maybe early next week. But he started something new, a tractor that I've never heard of before. That's with most of these older ones.
I got the Model A right here, I think.
So that's the Model A. It's available as a trike or a wide axle in the front. So that's pretty cool. And most recently, he started work on an international harvester, McCormick Deering W4.
Is this one? No, it's a Farmall.
Do you
have pictures over here somewhere?
Should be at the top. It's a white tractor.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So that it's in game now, which is great. You see it there. It's pulling his far APM baler, making some little baby bales. He says that the tractor will be McCormick red. It's of course not going to stay primer white, so don't worry about that. It's really cool to see this. It's for all platforms. Everything he does is made that way. And I love that he's making some kind of neat classic tractors with some decent amount of detail. They're low poly. They're not crazy on slots, and anyone can use them on any platform. That's really cool. He's making some, I think, highly requested stuff as well.
I mean, anything that's going to be old school right now, I think that's going to be, you know what, if you are a modder right now and you're looking at making tractors, go with some of the old equipment. If you can figure out how to make some of the older stuff, I think the community will go wild for it. So I think he's smart with what he's doing. He's got the old John Deere. He's got that old Farmall he's made. Now working on an old McCormick. Yeah, I think that's a pretty smart move if you want to make some popular mods to put out for Farm Sim.
Yep.
There's not a lot of the stuff out there. So by all means, I want to see more of that for sure.
Yeah. Newell, we know you got some good ideas, my man. Another old thing. So 82, I think most people know the 82 Studio is working on the 1982 pickup truck. Yep. He's making some progress on it. He's got some beds. Think of the TLX 2020, but it's older.
Okay.
And it's older.
But it's got older.
A lot of the same customization options you would expect, but they look older. You're not going to see a brand new ram bar on the front of it. It's going to be an old push bar. Is what it's going to be. All kinds of other stuff. I think there's a covered top for the back of it as well, so you can turn it into like a GMC Jimmy looking thing, kind of thing.
Another modder. If you guys are not sure, go check out David when he's live streaming. He has a lot of fun over there while he's modding.
Yeah, I was gonna say check him out after the show today, but today's Thursday, unless you're in China. It's Friday.
Is there anybody from China that watches our shows? I mean, come on, really? I can't see it.
I speak English, so I wouldn't even stay up late to watch this. So, but this I'm excited about. We've only got, I think, one, maybe two pickup trucks that are older. They have a lot of customization options on ModHub right now. Yep. One of the things I really like about this, and I think that's going to do really well, is you've got an older truck. A lot of people like starting their series with older trucks and buying new ones, right?
Yep.
This is one that I think you're going to be able to buy and have it at the beginning of your series and maybe just get a new bed for it or get a bed cover for it and repaint it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be one that people are going to want to keep for the entire playthrough versus saving up to buy a new truck.
That makes sense.
And I don't think there's any other classic truck that people feel the same way about. Maybe one. Maybe
definitely not in the mod hub for sure. if you're looking on PC players, you have some access to some real branded stuff, of course. But as far as a mod hub truck goes, like having the old school, old looking trucks for sure. This is something that's kind of new. There's been a few that have been put out there now, I guess, that are kind of down this vein, but not to the same extent for sure. He's always pushing the envelope, man. You okay over there?
Yeah, I had to clear my throat. My the cheer wine's getting stuck in my throat.
Just wanted to make sure everything was all right. You sound like you were all of a sudden. It was weird to have you all quiet.
I'm not doing it again.
It's really weird, that awkward silence with DJ. You never know, man.
So there's a couple of things we're going to hit through them pretty quick. So SMI Modding, I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. His John Deere AMT 600 5-wheeler.
Hey, you know what's funny?
It's a trike.
Your link and SMI Modding is coming up with custom modding.
Yeah. Well, we'll look at it later.
Okay.
Go look Farm Sim.
I probably have Sluja somewhere on my list here.
Yeah. Anyway, they're doing an older John Deere Gator, but it's a trike, but with 4 wheels in the back instead of just 2. So it's like not as terrifying, but still terrifying. Kind of neat.
Have you ever driven a trike before? In real life?
No, my mom wouldn't let me.
Oh man, they're so much fun. Until you need to steer. And then they're not fun at all.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, there it is.
Boom. This thing. Thing's awesome.
How cool does that look?
What's the capacity, I wonder?
Probably 1,000 liters.
Yeah, it's probably 1,000 liters. I mean, you know what? For like feeding chickens, why not?
It's perfect for feeding chickens.
I have no problem with it. Whatever. Is this is this a real thing anywhere? Does anybody know? I have no idea. Is this did John Deere ever make anything like this? I can't see it.
Yeah, I would say so. Why
You
not?
think so?
Oh no,
You
no,
think
they
John Deere
did
made
it.
a
Yeah,
trike? Come on.
yeah. I looked these up.
Did you really?
Yeah, yeah. No, they were this.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, what do I know? I've never heard of these before. I mean, sure.
Hey,
why not?
The more Mr. Marcel comments, the more we know how the testing process goes. So they stack a lot of bells on things. Interesting.
It's for real. Father of 6 says it's apparently it's for whoops. For real. There we go. Nate even says I've never once seen one of these before in real life. That's hilarious. Okay, never mind. I want one now. Someone buy me one.
Yep.
You guys always ask me about pedal tractors. Give me one of these instead.
Can you imagine what the motor on that thing sounds like? It's definitely a 2-stroke, I'm guessing.
I would assume. Like how much? Like what are we talking about? Like how powerful are these little things?
I think it's probably rated in cc's, not horsepower.
I would assume, but like, is it like how? It's got to have a little bit of power. Like it's got to have like 100 cc or something like that, at least to move something, right?
I imagine if you've got maybe actually, you know what? If you had like a horse farm, and maybe a couple chickens around, like in real life, I could see this being super beneficial on a farm like that, especially in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. This would be great.
600 cc. You think it'd be that big? I bet you it's. I don't know. I'd be curious.
I'd be.
I mean, I think this has been. This is older, right? This has been all taken over by like your side by sides now and your Gator style vehicles, right? Like those are the new age ones.
I was gonna say, let's remember that the my MX-5 has 150 horsepower, and it's terrifying when you
mean Miata, right?
Shut up! It's terrifying when you put the pedal down, and it's 4 times bigger than this, at least.
Worker Camp claims. Red Terror says worker camp there. No kidding. It looks like a golf cart, though. You're right. It looks like a golf cart.
Anyway, this is cool. I'm excited. There's going to be players that want to use it, and I'm ready to see it. Let's
250cc Honda motors. You know what? That ain't bad then. Very cool.
Go.
Hey, man, that's cool. Once again, I fully support having this in game. This is awesome.
Yep. Now you go back to the link that I accidentally messed up that I didn't put on the right one. Hopefully the rest of these aren't custom modding as well.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they're different. You're good.
Okay, good. I was about to say, did I put custom modding's link on all of these?
You're good. Just the one you messed up. It's all good, dude.
All right, cool. So, This is one that kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm really excited about it. Custom Modding's Demco HT header transport trailer. So today they showed this off. John Cena for scale. Did you see him down there in the screenshot?
Yeah. I'm laughing. That's what I'm laughing at. I was like, oh, this is awkward. Let's put this right up on the screen.
John Cena for scale down there. You've got anywhere between 20 foot and 6 meters all the way up to an 18 meter. So you'll be able to take basically all the headers. John Cena and WWE Super Slam. If you don't know what video we're talking about, you should go search John Cena Super Slam as soon as this is over and watch it twice because it gets better. Yeah, so these will be able to hold all of the headers that they do. I think these are going to work really well with the honeybee headers because they've got that color to them anyway. Plus, they're both custom modding mods. You know they're going to work really well together. 9 models to choose from. John Cena for scale. In my notes.
I can't see him. It's a nice one. Header trailers have worked a lot better in 22 than they did in any previous farm sim game. Right?
I've just got that video stuck in my head now. That's Johnson. No, we are not having wrestling in this house.
Oh, man.
I love it. Oh, it's still scary to have pedal to the metal. I bet that thing is. I appreciate it for.
Oh,
terrify me. Oh goodness! All right, let's move on. That's great.
Does it come with the mod? Yeah, I don't think John Cena comes with the mod.
I don't know. I have you in my game.
Yep, it could be.
And I'll be honest with you, I would have
rather have John Cena.
You know, I'd rather have a John.
Though maybe he's in there. You don't even see him.
It would be perfect. Just put it down and never acknowledge it. The comments are full of like, was that John Cena? Why is he in Farm Sim? Is that a model?
There was a video in 19 I made, and I hit a Sasquatch walking through the trees in the background of it.
Oh, good.
And I never acknowledged it. And there's a few comments that are like, "What the heck was that I saw in the background?" And I was like, "Nothing. Nothing at all."
Talking about. I don't think we have John Cena license for console. All right.
I think if it's meme worthy, you don't need a license. I think you're good to go, right?
Glenn's in here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be. Yes, I'm earlier. We need John Cena masks. Oh man, too funny. Anyways, get your header trailer. I mean, the header trailers have worked pretty well for 22 by comparison. I think that's one of the big improvements I've noticed, or one of the improvements I've noticed in 22. That I was pretty happy to see, and I'm glad that they're working so well. But it's nice to have some. These are nice looking trailers.
Yeah,
it's custom modding.
It's custom modding. Next up, Hispano Modding also has modding in their name. So the train for his map, I think Elm Creek Pacific modified or train, whatever. It's now 100% working, and it's the train, the locomotive, is in game. It says the next step is going to be add the container cars, which he was doing today, which is pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Brian? Yeah.
Brian, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, bud.
It's not a stream without Brian.
No. It's not even a replay stream without Brian. Ask me how I know.
Somebody just sent me a link to something. Oh. I'll look at that later. I don't think he knows I'm streaming. Let's move on. So the locomotive's in game. I don't know if this is going to be PC only or if this is going to be all platforms. I have no idea.
He doesn't say.
No, but I did have an idea, and I want you to hear me out.
Okay, what's your idea?
I want in the next farming simulator, a train DLC would be epic, but maybe in the next game.
Okay, a train DLC? How would that work, DJ? Let me push this thought all the way through for me.
Cool. All right. Well, here's what I want, and this is what I think should be added, and I'll be disappointed if it doesn't. In Farming Simulator 25 or whatever it's going to be called, I think it'd be so cool to have a train yard. Okay. You need a bigger map for this, but I think it'd be so cool to have a train yard where you'd go in, you could disconnect the different cars, you could, have the little lines where you back them in, hook in different ones. I think people would use the train so much more if they had control over it. And I'm not
Maybe.
saying I don't like the way that it's done in 22, but I haven't used the train much.
I don't
Put it that way.
Have you used the train much in Farm Sim period? Like, has that ever been a focus
In
for you?
17, I used it quite a bit because you got way more money and you didn't have to rent it. And in 19, I used it some. On Ravenport, I used it quite a bit.
Who played Ravenport though?
You're just mad that you lost the farm build contest.
I did. I'm still bitter about that. I mean, I made an awesome motocross track with some huge towers everywhere. And what did you make? It was like an actual farm. How boring is that?
Says there's a train sim. I know there's train sim. I don't want to play that. I want to play farm sim. But if trains are doable, I mean, I could probably spend an hour messing around with trains and farming simulator at a time.
I think there are those of us that would love to see like farm sim become all encompassing. Now you're going to need a huge map. Like I don't know what the tech would be involved with that, but like you have all the sims merged into one game, essentially from truck sim to train sim. Heck, you put flight sim in there. I don't care. Put them all in there. Put some big giant map. It'd be like you'd need to have like a GTA size map, of course.
Yeah,
But
that's cool. I'm down with that.
I would love. Could you imagine? That would be crazy to have all the sims put into one game, essentially.
Can you imagine if Farming Simulator had the same map for the past 9.5 years?
Ugh.
Oof.
That'd be. How do GTA content creators do it?
I don't know, man. I tried for a few days. I'll be honest with you. I did try for a few days.
Have you tried for 12 years before?
On a second channel, I did try really hard to make GTA work, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because every time you walk past a pedestrian, now I'm demonetized.
Well,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
With YouTube's new code of conduct stuff, it'd be pretty tough to almost to be a GTA streamer nowadays.
It's kind of tough to do much else other than Farming Simulator if you're a gaming streamer.
Yeah, be careful, fellow content creators. Behave yourselves out there, because it might not go your way otherwise.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
I think trains that you could modular trains would be super cool. Like if that was an option.
So the only thing he's working on is the actual train itself has changed. He's got the cars, like the whole train is going to change, is my understanding, right?
But we don't know. We have no idea. All I know is that to change a train, you have to change the map. Because the train's
working on Elm Creek, so obviously he needs how would you put that into as a mod? I have no idea.
I don't know. There's so many unknowns. That's why I keep talking about it. I'm like, maybe I'll figure it out. I'm so excited. SMI Modding does such a great job. Anyway, moving on.
It looks good. I mean the picture here, even like, well, we saw the outside pictures, but like
it does
the inside picture of the guy sitting there, I'm like,
he's a little uptight, but he's excited.
Is the passenger script on this now too? Like, it looks like that's two people in here, maybe.
Oh, or maybe there's two cameras. There's an interior camera view that you can move around.
You got the selfie cam view.
Yep. See, things would be cool to own the train personally. Justin, you rock. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. I appreciate you.
All right,
anyway,
let's move along. We got to talk about like one of my favorite maps from.
Yep. This is you. This is all you.
Have you not done this map before?
No.
Upper Mississippi River Valley. Come on, man. You haven't done this before?
No, I'm not.
Dude.
I ain't in it. Should I
pull what? This is I can't take credit for this. This was not my original favorite map by any means, but a certain YouTuber, arguably the biggest farm sim YouTuber, this was his favorite map from going back from Farm Sim 17, I think it was.
Squad.
And it's just been. Let's see. We don't have a link for that, do we? I gotta bring up DJ Modding's page.
Yeah.
Oh, is that up top? Never mind. You got it up top. I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, it's on the next page.
I missed it. My bad. My bad. So DJ Modding's done a bunch of different stuff. You guys have seen me stream a few of their stuff, done some videos on a few of his maps in 19 at least, or 22, I should say. Where's my little share page? Oh, what's he got posted here? There we go. This is the latest update. So he's got a new cross. He's got Alfalfa Clover. I mean, I don't know what else I could tell you guys. If you guys have not seen any videos of what UMRV look like beforehand, you're missing out. It is one of the coolest maps in Farm Sim for sure, and it's been around now. This is that'll be the third iteration, I guess, technically.
Yeah. Did is here.
There you go. Originally done by DR Modding. There we go. Anyways, DJs, the version that was put out in 19 was never really fully completed. It was, I don't know if anyone ever, the version I had was never fully completed. It felt like it was usable. You could run it, but like the Seasons Mask never worked in the downtown area. Yeah. I know DJ's working on this whole thing.
Not me.
Is the ultimate maps.
There you go. Appreciate super chat, man. You rock.
Like, look at this. So you've got like your town. It's two different towns, and it's right on the border between. Oh, man, I'm not gonna remember which states it is anymore. Someone let me know what states it's between. But you've got two little towns on both sides of the river. You got these big bridges that go across the river. Huge grain area down below, and then most of your farmland's kind of up on this ridge up on top here, and it's all interesting shaped fields. You got small farms dotting the landscape. Man, it's a cool map. So I'm excited to see this come out for Farm Sim 22. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be wanting to play this for sure.
Plus, I mean, DJ Modding kills it, not me. Yeah.
Wait! I recognize this one. This was my farm in Farm Sim 19. This one right here. I remember this farm. The way this sits on the hill. This is cool. I haven't looked through some of these pictures yet. This is the first time, so I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this is great. I can't wait to play it.
He's also so the clover and alfalfa, as far as I can tell, he credited Lancy Boy with that.
Thanks, Matty.
So I'm going to guess those are from Stone Valley, possibly.
I would assume.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know Canadian Pacific made their way all the way down through there. Yep. Look at that. There's some. Look at you doing the research, dude. Holy shnikes. That's awesome. Yeah. Cool, man. Anyways, I'm excited. This is, like I said, if you've watched, arguably, like I said, the biggest Farm Sim YouTuber that's out there, he has done some massive stuff on this map before. I know he's excited. I've talked to him about this. He's excited to see this one again. So you're going to see a lot of content guys making videos on this map when it releases for sure.
It's very cool.
Anyways.
Do we want to talk about the last topic, or do we just want to move on? We are getting a little late.
We should just ignore it, right?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about it now?
I mean, we got a lot more to talk about, and I feel like we've talked about it enough. It doesn't really matter, I guess. At the end of the day, I made a couple videos on it.
I mean, it was arguably the biggest story of the week, but hey, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it,
yeah. There have been a few modders out there that have made their feelings known very loudly and in different ways throughout the week. So yeah,
is that all you're gonna say? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to ignore it, but it's kind of we see modders do this every couple months. Somebody will make a big deal about something.
Now, to be fair, it sounds like they've kind of decided to change their mind a little bit, or to reconsider the way they've posted it, at least. Like
yeah,
the original.
So the original
was taken down.
Original post was taken down. We have the original still, so we've still got that saved. That's in the folder, but yeah. Anyway.
I mean, we don't need to bring this up as far as what the original post. They've taken it down, so they've obviously are reconsidering what they've thought. Now, those that are aware, SMI is the model we're talking about. They've decided that they need to reconsider their thoughts on what mods to make for Farm Sim, because not sure the direction that the modding community is going in Farm Sim, it sounds like. And that's pretty much what we've been discussing, right? That's this whole topic today. Now, my problem with this is they're complaining a little bit about the fact that they made a grape harvest pack that didn't go over as well as some other mods out there. You made a grape harvest pack, bruh. It's not what everyone's into, unfortunately. And I know DJ's kind of mute on that. But anyways, you made the wrong mod. That's all. And I think your mod's great. I've done it, downloaded it. I've fired it up and looked at it. I think it's a great mod, but it's so limited as what we're going to use it for. Whereas like a pickup truck or something that's used everywhere. Everyone wants to mess with it for 5 minutes, but they're not going to use it for a whole... Anyways, it just boggles my mind a little bit. It'd be like me making a video on something very specialized that nobody wants to look at, and me complaining about it afterwards that no one looked at it, and be like, "Well, I put all this work into it, and no one looked at the stupid thing."
Yeah.
Well,
if
you picked the wrong subject. Unfortunately, you did a great job. I love it, but you just picked the wrong thing that not as many people are interested in. That's all.
Yeah. So there are. It's definitely one of those things where you do something for other people and they don't enjoy it.
Yes.
You may not have made the right thing.
And I fully support you continuing on. Like I said, the grape harvest pack, the whole pack you guys created was fantastic. All the mods in that pack are all very good. You've done a nice way of doing it so it's available for both.
Yeah.
Like specialized for PC, and you have the console version that was able to release as well. 100% props to you. It actually makes me want to do grapes and harvest grapes now a little bit more, as much as I'm sure you're going to see me do it at some point. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
I will say SMI Modding are no stranger or no new modder by any means. As far as I'm concerned, they are in the A tier, the A+ tier modders, because they have earned that right over the past few games.
For sure they have.
So hate to see this, but this is kind of like one of those things where you see a friend blow up on Facebook or Instagram or something. You don't know what's going on in their lives that have brought them to this specific point. It could be a whole lot more than they're putting on the page. So
it could be 100%. And I'm not gonna rat bag them for that, for sure. The funny thing is, like, their mods are getting, like, just looking at this right now, the mod itself is getting, you guys are liking it, right? Like, it's 4.6, 4.7 ratings. Like, it's doing really well.
I think it was 4.8 and 4.9 or 4.7, 4.8 before they made the post.
Yeah. And so this is doing stuff like this just hurts you a little bit, right? Because everyone starts questioning what your reasons are for doing something. But I think it's a great pack. I fully support you continuing on making some cool stuff like this. Unfortunately, it's just, this wasn't the pack for everybody. And I think even if the vineyard stuff as is a tough sell for a lot of people in Farm Sim, and that's part of the problem.
But it's brand new. You remember how cotton was in Farming Simulator 19?
How many people still do cotton though? On like, really?
It didn't go over. It's not been the most exciting.
The problem with it, once again, though, like for example, like I am actually doing a cotton farm right now in one of my playthroughs, which is fine.
You are.
But you focus 100% on just cotton. Like, there's no, okay, well, I need a couple different tractors. I can have a harvester that does all these other types of grains, and I can easily harvest row crops as well, whatever. If you're going to focus on cotton, you're going to get one or two tractors, a planter, and one type of harvester, and pretty much that's it. Really, like, it's so focused on that. And the vineyards are exactly the same in that sense. Typically, you're not going to have a whole slew of different types of pieces of equipment. You're going to have stuff that's very focused on vineyards only. You're not going to be doing wheat and barley and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So
it is funny though that there's 4 main crops in my area: corn and beans, obviously, cotton, and grapes.
There you go. The ones you don't even do in game.
It was. I will say it was kind of interesting. I was going down the road. This has probably been a couple months ago at this point, but I saw a field and I was like, "Hey, that's harvested cotton. That field's been harvested recently." And I looked a little bit further right, and I'm like, "Well, that's a lot of bales." And it was the same yellow wrap with the white. And there's probably a couple guys in here that do cotton on their farms going, "Yeah, that's what they look like. Good job, DJ." But I was like, "This is what it looks like in Farm Sim."
My biggest problem, the funny thing is, like, after doing cotton as much as I have been lately, the biggest problem I have with the cotton is the fact that, okay, so if you drive over your crop, but before it's harvested, you crush the plants down.
Mm-hmm.
You harvest it, your plants don't get crushed, and so you just drive over it. All the rest of the husks of the plant are still left over. I'm like, it just doesn't look right.
Same with sorghum as well.
Batty. Yeah, sorghum is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like that drives me a little bit batty. I wish that was something that wasn't that way. If we're gonna have crop destruction, it's got to destroy what's left there too, right? That should be wrecked. Is there a mod that does that at all? I don't think there is.
I don't think there's like extended crop destruction. We had something like that in Farm Sim 19 on PC.
Yeah,
but I don't
think it's available for 22 yet.
We still call it sushi bales. Cool. So yeah, there you go. Things happen.
The other side of this, which we will leave for another time, is now the finance the project stuff and support the project stuff that's happening on their Facebook page, which hopefully is being rethought. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's a good way to put yourself into a relevancy, but we'll see. We can talk about that maybe next week.
I want nothing but the best for them.
Yes, I do. I want to see more of their stuff. I'm trying to see it here. I'm going to click on the link. What else have we got from them recently?
Everything's good.
Yeah, oh yeah. I can't remember. The name I can never pronounce. Right?
Which one?
The Ribéry.
Ribéry
trailer. Yeah, I can never pronounce it properly. Ribéry? Is that how you pronounce it?
That's how I pronounce it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's not exactly how I pronounce it.
Yeah, it's the first mowing loading wagon in Farming Simulator. We had it in 19 as well.
You look at the ratings, right? They're all 4.5 and above.
Yeah. And that mod was actually paired in with Maze Plus when it first released.
That's right. Okay, that sounds familiar now.
These SMI Modding, they're not just doing their own thing. They have done partnerships. They partnered with Oxygen David back in Farming Simulator 19.
Yeah.
Old Sandy Bay. To do the
that's right.
inner whatever it was that would do the those things. You remember
things? Yep.
Oh man, you remember so much.
I remember the things. No, I don't remember what you're talking about now. I remember them being part of that because I remember you going a little bit hog wild on that map. So, anyways,
I remember there's a button we got to push real quick because we got some top mods of the week finally for the first time in 3 weeks.
All right, fine then. We will talk about top mods then. Let's talk about top mods.
Huge shouty outy goes out to today's sponsor, G-Portal Game Servers. They promised to pay me in chicken nuggies for this. Did you know that G-Portal has the fastest game servers? And in fact, you can choose from a whole plethora of locations so you get the fastest speeds. Plethora. I like that word. G-Portal Game Servers is also the easiest way to get you and your friends together in one game, regardless of which platform you play on. If it's Xbox, PlayStation, PC, any of you can all play together. And don't worry, you still get to play with all your mods. In fact, you can get 25 gigabytes of mod space on a G-Portal Game Server. And even with all that, you're getting the fastest server, some of the most amount of mod space out there. I'm going to give you 10% off with a link down in the description. And believe me, that's like the best deal out there. You're not getting that just anywhere. In fact, I've looked, guys, and believe me, I'm looking for the best price if I have to pay to hang out with these two jabronis. And just remember, guys, G-Portal Game Servers, they're faster than DJ Goham going off topic. We may herd cats here, but we herd our livestock over on G-Portal Game Servers. Make sure you get your 10% off. Link in the description.
Oh, I forget what it does every time. He just roasts me.
How about those top mods, DJ? Let's go.
Top mods. He's just jamming to the own. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, you go pull these up while I talk about them real quick. Something, or I'll do it.
I can find them anymore. Oh man, killing me here.
Yep. I'll pull them up. It's all right. I got it. Okay. He's got it. Number 1, top crossplay mods of new mods that are new for all platforms.
I almost ruined this. I want this. This thing's so cool.
A Lizard X Day from Dominic.
This thing's so cool.
It's epic. It does all the things. It is a Jeep, Jeep Cherokee, I think.
Jeep Cherokee. It's the old 80s Cherokee.
Yeah. It's got tracks. It's got big tires, and I've been told that if you go watch my video from yesterday where I talk about the tires, it sounds funny, but I didn't get it. So I don't know. Maybe go check it out after this.
How does it sound funny? Never mind. I don't know.
I think they sounded like I was either fanboying or a little too excited about it. Yeah, here's the creator, Toothpaste XJ. Yeah, there's also a color, Toothpaste. I see you.
I didn't see Toothpaste in the
for some reason.
Come on, Dominic. Where's the Toothpaste?
Chris did the same thing to me. He did a Toothpaste tractor of the Lizard Colossus, and then when they updated it, replaced it with another new feature in the update or whatever. Like there was a new mod.
I saw someone in the chat earlier. I think it was Nate was saying it's like best handling truck in Farm Sim right here. I like how he's on the rock crawl map right here. This is great. Anyways.
Oh yeah, he got out. He was almost vertical. Got out. Had plenty of time to take a picture. Get back in.
Yep. Next up,
number 2, Bega Shortwood platform from HR Forest.
Bega, Betha. Is it Betha?
Bow.
I haven't downloaded this one yet, to be perfectly honest.
I don't know.
I'm trying to ignore logging for a little bit. I feel like I've overdone my logging for a while.
So what this does is you need something that is like a 4-axle, something like that. Once you get it there, you can kind of adjust it a little bit. But this hooks up via 5th wheel hitch. You don't need anything crazy. You could use the DLC vehicles if you would like, as they've done here.
Anything with a 5th wheel, a triple axle.
Yep, and you just need the triple axle to make it long enough. So there's quite a few TLX trucks out there that you can hook up to this and actually probably have some extra room.
Using a TLX is like a perfect thing for this, to be honest with you, because it tends to not tilt as much as some of the other trucks out there. Just saying. You all right over there? Are we putting you to sleep? Oh wait, hang on a second. Did you really? Oh boy, this is what you put for the next. Never mind. I can't believe I'm putting this up on screen.
I have a reason for this. Number
you do.
3.
I am not surprised.
The small iron ore silo. All right, so this is why this is on here. How long does it take to get 100,000 liters of iron ore?
Oh boy, like 2 days, 3 days, something like that.
Here, you could fill the silo up with, I think it's 100,000 liters for free. Iron ore is
100,000 liters, yep.
So you just go up to the side of it, say you want to refill it with the little menu that they added at Farming Simulator 22, and then, ta-da, you have 100,000 liters of iron ore. That's so cool.
At least, and it gives us the option of putting this on every map now too, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you have the Platinum DLC installed, you could do iron ore.
Ooh, good point. Touche.
Yeah, touchy.
No touchy.
Yeah, so there's only 3 because I think there was only 6 brand new mods that came out for all platforms, and it was all like yesterday.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot there.
We do have some updates for all platforms. Number 1, Green River 22 from NLD Community.
The updates on this. New save game required, heads up.
Yep. They fixed buying animals, fixed the map triggers, and they also didn't do whatever. Yeah, I'm reading the right one. And default map buildings now also remain in multiplayer game save instead of going poof, selling standard map buildings. There you go. So all the things that were broketed are now not broketed anymore.
There you go.
They are now fixed.
That doesn't sound like a very technical term, but hey, whatever. Who am I design?
Fixed it is it. Number 2, the 669 Buncher from Gamer Designs.
I'm surprised this is we've got. Is this not branded? I guess it's not.
Nah, it's because it's got 69 in the name.
Oh, good point. Is that just because of you? Did you have anything to say on this thing?
Gamer Designs, and I push his stuff because he does some pretty cool stuff, but he's kind of come up out of nowhere. But, I mean, I'm not saying I did. I didn't. But I love it.
You would have designed and had the naming rights to, because especially with the colors. Just saying.
I did say certain things in Farm Sim News when I was saying like, this is great. Hopefully we'll be able to have all the colors for this. I'll keep you guys posted.
Just
et cetera.
I think he listened.
So this is the first update to this. It slowed down the cutting speed so that you actually have time to grab a hold of the tree before it just falls. It was instant. So like if you even touched the tree, it was like
she gone.
Which was cool because there wasn't much else that did that. So if you wanted to just like run through the forest and go zoom, 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 you could. Thing is, it's massive, it's heavy, it's not nimble.
It's a little bit slow, yeah. And max speed 11 to 19 miles an hour.
So you couldn't do that, but it does have 2,000 horsepower now, so that's pretty epic.
If only you could use it for speed.
If only you could use it for speed. So you have the tune motor, tinted windows. They changed the interior camera, decreased the lag between the machine and the attachment. Beforehand, you would like pick up the arm, and it was kind of like you put a delay on the header. Now it's a lot more cohesive and tweaked the head collisions.
Fair enough.
Moving on.
Last one
3
for the updates.
Hand lawnmower JMZ Cubase.
I am surprised this is not ranked up a little bit higher, to be honest.
It just hasn't been out long enough, but it's only got a 4.2 rating as well.
I know.
Maybe this update will fix, because this update was 101. They've added a new configuration, so options for closed flap, grass ejection on the side, or grass catcher. So when selecting new configurations in it, they've added the grass ejection effect and changed where it appears.
I mean, this is we've had something similar on for PC, I think, for a bit now. I think Buck actually did the first one off the top of my head. But anyways, I love this type of stuff, right? This is fun, just a mess. Like, you can clean up your yard, get it all, so you can clean up your own little area instead of always. I want a rototiller though, like a walk behind rototiller. Is that not a thing yet? I haven't seen that anywhere.
I haven't seen that. No.
I want a rototiller. I want to.
He wants a rototiller. Make it happen, modders. This is what we need, I guess.
I don't know why. This is just what I want, apparently.
Yeah, so there really weren't a lot of updates this week either for all platforms. So you got 3.
it was a little bit, a little quiet for. I mean, mods in general have been a little bit quiet. I think we're in the Christmas lull, of course. Happens every time.
It's like a lullaby right now. I'm ready to go to bed.
But there have been some pretty cool things that were released too.
There have been, like this one, the top PC mods, only PC, only color configurator from Rockstar.
I'm surprised he hasn't just made like a toothpaste preset for you.
I was shocked, appalled, and frankly, I feel left out.
I mean, it should just be a preset right there. You just hit, like, it should be like a designated button. You hold like left trigger and B, and you automatically get toothpaste color.
The great thing is, once you select a color, it becomes a color in your color palette. So that's kind of cool. So this mod allows you to personalize the color of your machine or thing in general. It's just a really simple interface, as you guys saw from the customization menu. And you can set any color, or most importantly, any material that you like.
What did you tell me? What did you use in the pregame? You were telling me in the pre-start show. You said something different.
I tried to make a glass tractor or a glass truck. I did it in a video. It didn't work.
Did you try the glass and anything else? Like, was glass work for anything?
I was recording the new mod.
Well, he's Yanni McYonnerson here.
Man.
So does it work anyway? Like, does it just not work for, like, is it not a color that accepts anything?
Well, glass isn't a color to begin with. It's a
materials. Sorry,
yeah, it's a material. Anyway, I saw that and I was like, "Yep, that's the one. That's what I want. Want it right now. Let's go, 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 go."
But is there? I haven't tried the glass at all for anything. Like, can you actually get like a material to show up other than white? Or no?
I don't know.
So it doesn't just show up as see-through.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. But I guess as well as, like, there's probably nothing underneath most of the panels that it would color. So.
Anyway. I like the colors. The colors all look great. You got some nice materials in there. You can change it up so you can get your own little taste on things. But yeah, unfortunately, the glass one doesn't sound like. I haven't tried that yet. So, anyways,
and number 2,
I got it.
From Olaf TNT.
And I mean, there's not much to talk about here.
Yep, you hit the letter G, and it comes to you, and you get in. You tell it where you want to go, and it goes there. And if you want to quit, hit G. And it's free.
All I can think of is, do you remember the taxi service in Grand Theft Auto 4?
No, because I really didn't play GTA 4, but they're getting ready to add the taxi service back in GTA 5, maybe.
Oh, are they?
Weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd be real. I don't know what's going on right now.
What was that? You kind of trailed off there as you ate your microphone. Anyways. Taxi service. I mean, for ultimate realism, I guess, so you can't tab between vehicles.
Yeah, but you can tab between vehicles.
I know, but if you wanted to make it so, you know what, you could make it. I think you can make it on multiplayer, so you can't tab, right?
Sure.
There is a way of doing it. Is it mod or is it server?
No fees. Yeah, I mean, it works. It works, and I'm like, I think it's bedtime.
Yeah, you're out. Holy
dog!
What happened to DJ today, guys? We're keeping him up out of bed. Upgradable factories. This is all you, man. You like your upgradable factories? It's got an update again.
Top PC only mods. Upgradable factories from it.
I'm surprised. I mean, there was I was impressed it got an update because I was like, okay, what does it do exactly beforehand? You just keep on upgrading it and it makes things faster. How can you upgrade
Oh,
it?
it's been so much more. Why have you not been keeping up? Come on. This is the second update now. I'm not saying I was the reason that it was removed from Mod Hub the first time before the first update, but I figured something out. It's okay. So with this one, they added Brazilian and Italian translations. They fixed the bug blocking the game from loading at 99%. Not good, but fixed. Yay! Fixed a bug where levels were not properly attributed after restart. Pumps and hoses compatibility. let me tell you,
There's none.
it doesn't exist. It is no longer compatible with Pumps and Hoses DLC. You can have both installed. I just don't think you can upgrade it anymore because what was it doing?
Maybe
Not
cheating
working.
a little bit. Oh no, was it was it actually cheating?
No,
It through? No, it just wasn't working at all.
Nah, the game would freeze. You couldn't load in.
Oh, okay.
And fix an issue when deleting the mod would prevent the production values from resetting, which is a great way to cheat.
Hey man, do what you got to do.
I'm also trying to like pump it up right now because I'm trying to like.
I mean, if you want to pump it up, this is by far the coolest thing I think that's come out this week.
Oh, you can talk about it because I don't care.
Why don't you care about this stuff?
You would think I would, but I just don't.
Oh man, like I'm surprised you are not on the bandwagon for Courseplay, dude.
I'll actually do my job when I'm working.
Oh, but this is so good now. Like it did. You know what? Courseplay in 22. For those who have never played Courseplay in the past, or if you haven't done it in 22 yet, Courseplay was actually getting really good. Not too long ago, like maybe 3-4 months ago, they refined it. It takes a bit to get used to the new UI. But once you kind of have it figured out, it's like, yeah, this works out really quite well. And now they've made it so like the big thing is you can run your bunkers with it. So if you don't want to sit there and like pack your bunkers, John,
so
you can get
what you're saying is you want to do the stuff, but you don't actually want to have to do it. You know,
okay, what if you don't? There's some things you don't want to do, like pack your bunker.
Right. That's why you buy the silage from the multi-free buying station.
Yeah, but you want to go and do your silage. You still want to go and collect your silage. You want to do it, but you don't have a way of making it. You still want a bunker.
People don't load it right. You go to the very back and then you just dump at the very back until it goes to the top and then it starts to flatten out. You know, that's the height. And you just do it the whole way. Like, look, Farmer Man and Golf Cart Jockey taught me a lot. But like one of the things that they taught me was quit screwing around. You screw around too much. Shop class. Don't do whatever. Don't dump it at the front and push it forward.
I'm not saying push it at the front. I'm just saying you got to pack it down still. You still got to pack that down.
Yeah. That's why you get in something heavy. You go in a circle and make everybody sick and watch your video and do it in a speedy.
Or how about you just put it on someone to hire someone to do it while you're still harvesting?
Yeah, that's another thing as well. Dom, you're breaking the game. Read the title of the stream. This is your fault.
Anyways, new Courseplay update. I am loving Courseplay right now, and it allows you to harvest fields. So if you instead you want to do something different when you're harvesting your field, you can change it up now. I think they made it so you can. Oh yes, he's yawning. Come on, man, you're killing me here.
I played that one up
and you're missing. You got vineyard field work now. You know what? Come on, man, it's so much better. You gotta get Courseplay. If you're on PC, definitely check out Courseplay. I think it is a bit of a game changer for sure.
I think it's because we're doing this on a Thursday and not a Friday.
Is that what it is?
Fridays I don't yawn as much, and I also have 3 caffeine drinks from the time I start prepping the show until the end, and like the show, like right now, like it. I don't even think it's showing up at events anymore because this is normally when we end, and we're not done yet.
Yeah,
we only got 2 more to go.
2 more things to talk about. We got some PC mods to talk about. I think it's Seb Cruto. I can never get his name right. He's got an old set that doesn't show up because it's on GitHub, of course. I can zoom that bad boy in. Zoom it out a little bit. An old Chevy C15 68 pack. I don't know what else to say. It's PC only, of course, off of the Mod Hub. But yeah, you got a couple trucks, a couple old style Chevy pickup trucks, step sides. Yeah. Anyways, check it out. I've got this downloaded the other day. It looks pretty good. Anyways, it's a fun little old truck to drive. I know a lot of you guys like the old style trucks. This is a cool one. It's over on Mod Network as well. I just always try to link to his personal stuff. But this is more my style. You guys have been seeing me. I was talking Courseplay already, And this is something that is, hang on a second, can I bring this up in here? Yeah, we can do this as well. GitHub again.
You know, you do
GitHub
the
again. Hang on a
the
second.
mute button. I need a screen mute.
Okay, we're talking updates again. What are you doing?
I'm
you know how
trying
to run this thing?
It's
Killing me. This is why I don't trust DJ, you guys. Terraform has got an update as well. And the way that they do terraforming, the updates for this is they put like a whole pack out, I guess. It's a little bit confusing to me as well, but if you're getting it, Farmer or FS Miner, sorry, is one of the bigger ones that shows this stuff off. You've been checking out any of my videos lately. I've been using a lot of terraforming to make roads and whatever else. So you don't use like the terraforming tool. Take a bulldozer and just drive over stuff and make a road with that. If you haven't used terraforming at all on PC, highly recommend it because it's so much fun to use. Let's see here, where's the update on this one? If I can find it now. They've updated some of the fill types, I believe. But anyways, so you get the whole pack. Is what if you go down to go to his GitHub site, if you search up FS22 Terraform, get the whole pack. It includes a bunch of equipment. There is a bit of a learning curve in order to use it. You just have to bring up the UI. Once again, it's like a whole other menu system, and you can change like what the terrain type is after you've gone over top of it. You turn it on or turn it off. You can dig down, of course, make stones. Anyways, it's a fantastic way to play Farm Sim now and change the way you edit your terrain rather than going into a menu and doing it. You can actually do it with equipment, which is so cool. I want to see this become like the new thing in Farm Sim. This has got to be the update, the DLC. I want to see this type of stuff brought forward. This is so cool, and I'm excited to see more of this stuff. So good job on all the guys that are part of this update. FS Miner is the big one. I think he's the only YouTuber, I believe, that's putting the stuff out for it, showing it off. Anyways, go check it out. It's on, once again, GitHub again. But if you search up FS22 terraforming, sorry, you'll find it there. That's all I got to say. Go use it. It's awesome. What's a dubby? What's a dubby?
I'm talking about energy drinks. I'm just talking about how unhealthy I am with energy drinks now. That's all. Oh, yeah. Good.
So I know there are a bunch of you guys using it. If you guys see my videos where I'm editing stuff in terrain and messing around with equipment that's pushing stuff around, like the bulldozer, you get like a big D10 Caterpillar and just start like driving, lower the blade down. And you're like, you can make roads with it. It's so cool. It's awesome, man. It'll smooth terrain out. You can raise terrain. You can lower terrain. It can act just like you're actually in. It's so good, man. It's so much fun.
Tell us more.
I think I told you all that stuff I can tell you about right now.
Okay, fair enough.
I was pretty excited about this though. It's getting so good. I know you don't care because it's PC only. Blah 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 blah. DJ, one of these days we'll bring you to the dark side. What are you gonna do when this becomes like? Because I feel like terraforming is going to come to Farm Sim 22 as maybe not 22, maybe the next Farm Sim. I feel like it's gonna be a thing.
You know I'm gonna like say like, you know, finally terrain editing with equipment has made its way to Farming Simulator 28 or whatever.
You have to put my name in the title though. That's the new rule.
Oh,
that sounds worse than changing my my channel picture for a day.
I mean, you could put my face on it. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I put your face in my body. How does that make you feel? Huh?
My face on your body. Oof. I don't know who gets the worst of that one.
I talked to a farmer cop about the t-shirt sales. He said it was definitely over, not under. Like, wow, they did that good. He's like, sold a lot. So if you have a K-Bot shirt, send us a picture at I got
Post
a
K-Bot shirt.
Send us a link on Twitter. Send a thing on Twitter.
Yeah. Hashtag K-Bot shirt. Ouch.
K-Bot ouch.
Yeah. Klutch, what kind of videos you got this weekend and Friday?
It's hockey videos.
So you're not doing any.
No, there'll be something. I'm just not sure exactly which ones I'm going to release yet. It's been one of those couple of weeks, to be honest with you. But it's been busy around here. We got fam stuff going on, man.
That's okay. Enjoy time with your family. I'm just hanging out with my balloons. I'm doing good. Are they all still up?
Is there a
all three of them are still there.
Was there somebody in the back? I thought I saw a balloon in the back room move around.
No, you didn't. I hope not.
Looked like a surprise face on it.
Don't do that to me. This new thumbnail. I've got A bunch, as always.
You have
Tomorrow,
a bunch. I had no idea. If you guys want to see content ever, go make sure you guys just watch DJ Goham's channel. He has I wonder if YouTube ever looks at your channel and be like, how much freaking content does this guy make?
well, I enjoy all of these things. And Zach said it was a bad idea to make different channels.
Fair enough.
Which I still think is a better idea. Have Farm Sim News and have new mods and have.
You got lots of content on your channel.
Okay,
You're always posting stuff. Always. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I got Ohio 11 and 12 coming up this weekend. Kind of excited. I'm an oil farmer. And Monnet
Chat, make sure you call him the lube farmer, though, right? In the comments, I want to see DJ Goham, the lube farmer, from now on, though, is what I want to see.
Gonna go ahead and go in there and put that as a banned word. So it may already be. And then Saturday afternoon, Mapper's Paradise sent over Monette Farms. So doing a first look on that on an updated version. Updated as of today, tomorrow, something like that. Actually, I haven't recorded it yet. I'm waiting on them. And then there's something else really cool from them, but I can't show you yet because I think they want me to wait until it's all done. But it's not for you. It's only for me.
Okay.
No, seriously though, it's mine. It's got DJ Goham logos all over and stuff. Super cool.
That sounds like the opposite of cool, but hey, man, whatever. You do you. You do you, boo.
You know what? It's much cooler than that shirt that hurts every time I put it on. So. I'm actually so mad about how comfortable that shirt is. It's definitely one of like the top 3 comfy shirts I've got, and I hate it for that so much. Like this hoodie, I have 2 of these hoodies because I love them so much. A regular one and a zip up.
Painful.
I wore the zip up last week, and you're looking at me like, "Oh, it's the same hoodie without a zipper, isn't it?" Yeah, I love these, but I love that shirt more. It's so comfy.
You should wear it around more often. Do you ever wear it out of the house?
No, I don't have a death wish. And I definitely don't want somebody stopping me going, "What is your shirt?"
I think you would fit right in with the people at Walmart.
Especially in this town.
I think, Newell's in the chat. Newell, people at Walmart, I think that shirt would fit right on in.
I still feel, you know what? I should do a video. I need to hit up Walmart and be like, "Hey, I've got a shirt that looks awful. Can I come into Walmart and film?" And just take one of my buddies as a film crew. Whoa, friendly fire, bud. Need to what you call it? I need to go in there and just like see how long it takes somebody to be like, what is your shirt? What is that?
And then you have to explain what a K-bot is. Good job.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. All right.
Anyways, I've got some hockey stuff going on this weekend, so I may be around, I may not. We're just going to be hit and miss for sure the next couple of weeks. I'm actually got like a hockey next weekend is a hockey tournament we're going to. I'm going to be gone all weekend.
Next weekend.
Fun. Next weekend, yes. So Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be Friday's fine.
Maybe Friday, Thursday's cool too. You know,
Friday should be fine. It's all good.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what? It'll be perfect because we'll do the show and then I've got to drive like 4 hours to the hockey tourney, and then there's gonna be some brown waters going, and it's gonna be good times for me. And it'll be a nice night. It'll be fun. Yeah, me and the dads. It'll be fun.
You know,
funny. I got a really good buddy of mine. He lives in a town that's a little ways away, and his daughter is actually on a team that we're playing. He's like, he called me up and was like, "What are you guys going to this tourney?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're heading to this tourney as well." He's like, "Is your team yada yada yada?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, yeah, we're playing you guys. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. So there's gonna be lots of chirping from the stands for from the 2 of us because we're both a little bit bombastic. Let's go with that.
I can only imagine. All right, that's all I got before I sit here and fall asleep.
Sorry, DJ. I put DJ to sleep today. Mission accomplished. I didn't have to herd cats. Thanks again for watching, you guys. You guys are amazing as always. Have a great weekend. If we don't chat with you guys before then, check in on your friends and family as always. Make sure everyone's doing all good down there, and we will see you guys hopefully next Friday. If we don't see you before then, I think I might be live maybe before then. Hopefully, I think I remember how to stream. There's a button here that says start streaming. I just haven't figured out how to push it lately. That's all.
I'll probably have 15 videos by then, so we're good.
Yeah, of course you will. Anyways, have a great weekend, you guys. You guys are awesome.
Bye, dudes. sense.
There's a video here I got to click on, right? What's that?
You didn't have it ready?
I don't know. No, I never do. Roll the
Come
intro.
Farm Sim Show, baby. The Sim Show.
Are you still there? Or are you asleep? Yeah, no, I turned around. I didn't want anybody to see my face. I wish you would have done that like about 2 hours ago. You know what? I'm glad that you're getting canceled. I'm glad. Yeah. What? I don't know. It's like nobody likes K-bots. You're just gonna disappear. You haven't made that announcement yet? No. See, I'm not going anywhere. It's all fake. It's just fake news 2.0. That's all this is. It's been nice having you. I missed the slug, but it was nice having you. You can't cancel me. I am the goat. You're not Why don't we have goats in Farm Sim? I think I would be an excellent goat farmer. There are goats in Farm Sim. Well, not yet. Oxy won't give us a map. Also, that's my new ringtone. Or whatever you do. That would be an awesome ringtone. Could you imagine? Oh, you're getting my buddies right now. Yeah, I want that too now. This is what we have come to, huh? Oh, wrong button. Let's try that. You suck. Or whatever. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. Hey,